about chapters 1 to 4 in The Phantom Tollbooth by Norton Jester. You might have this cover though, okay? But this is just, so. I just took this off, but anyway. So now my cover is this. But from the cover, you see this boy and this dog, but this dog has a watch in it, right? So we're gonna see what that means. And then there's this map, right? And the names are really strange. The Sea of Knowledge, Point of View, Forest of Sight, Illusions, Reality, Valley of Sound, Mountains of Ignorance, Digitopolis, The Doldrums, Foothills of Confusion, Dictionopolis, and yeah, it's a little strange, right? And what do you think, what did you make out of all that? But, let's start, okay? So, the main character is Milo. How would you describe this Milo? And he's bored, right? He's unhappy and it's so boring for him, right? Do you think that do you appreciate life? Do you also don't appreciate life like Milo? And what would you do? But there are some ways that you can do it, to do some things to make you happier, right? I mean, what things would you do? What things would you do to make your life happier? But then when he got in to his room, there was this toll booth, right? Milo didn't act. He only said, "What a strange present," he thought to himself. That's a quote from the book. He doesn't really seem that surprised. Why do you think so? If you had seen a toll booth in your room, how would you have reacted? And do you think that this game or this thing is very cool? Okay, 2, beyond expectations. Suddenly, he found himself in this really cool place, right? What did you think of it? And did you think that it was cool that he was in this place? And then there was this man, right? And this man is called the Weatherman. Like, not the weatherman, but he was like the weatherman. Really confusing, right? Yeah, it was really confusing about this, right? And the author, Norton Jester, uses these words and things like that. And if you actually know your words a lot, then you will think that these words are very funny, okay? And soon he was paying less attention, and he went into the doldrums, right? And there are some creatures in the doldrums. And what do you think of these creatures? And then they also have they also have this very, very, very busy schedule. That is not busy at all. Look at this. I'm just gonna and this is a quote from the book, okay? At 8 o'clock we get up, and then we spend from 8 to 9 daydreaming. From 9 to 9:30 we take our early mid-morning nap. From 9 to 9:30 to 10:30 we dawdle and delay. From 10:30 to 11:30 we take our late early morning nap. From 11:30 to 12 we bide our time and then eat lunch. From 1 o'clock to 2 o'clock, we linger and loiter. From 2 o'clock to 2:30, we take our early afternoon nap. From 2:30 to 3:30, we put off for tomorrow what we could have done today. From 3:30 to 4 o'clock, we take our early, late afternoon nap. From 4 o'clock to 5 o'clock, we loaf and lounge until dinner. From 6 o'clock to 7 o'clock, we dilly-dally. From 7 o'clock to 8 o'clock, we take our early evening nap. And then for an hour before we go to bed at 9 o'clock, we waste time. And then I'm going to read another paragraph. It says, as you can see, that leaves almost no time for brooding, lagging, plotting, or procrastinating. And if we stop to think or laugh, we never get nothing done. But the thing is, what do you think about the schedule? Well, how is your schedule and how is it different? And what it means is that basically they're doing nothing, right? Would you like a life where you did nothing and just dawdled and dilly-dallied and put off things for tomorrow and napped a lot? And then, or would you like a life that is at least, even if you do have to do a little work, is at least exciting and not boring? And then there was this watchdog. I mean, this watchdog really has a watch, right? This is another play with words, right? And what did you think of this? Would you like a watchdog? I mean, just a dog with a watch, or do you think that's a little too weird? And now we're going to chapter, and also they're going. The watchdog and Milo are going to be companions. What do you think about that too? How would you describe the watchdog anyway? Okay, 3. Welcome to Dictionopolis. What do you think? What do you think that Dictionopolis is anyway? But anyway, his name is Talk, and the dog is very upset about the name, right? What did you think about the name? And did you think that it was a little funny or a little sad? But anyway, they get to this huge huge city. What did you think about that city? And there was this there was a gate man, and he asked why. I mean, if he was here to buy. He asked this. This is Dictionopolis, a happy kingdom, advantageously located in the foothills of confusion and caressed by gentle breezes from the sea of knowledge. Today, by royal proclamation, it is market day. Have you come to buy or sell? Well, and then the gate man is saying that they can't go in without a reason. Did you think that was a little confusing? And do you think that's why this town is located in the foothills of confusion? And then he put a small medallion with a chain, and they said, why not? Did you think that was a little strange? But anyway, then these people came, right? What did you think of these people? What did you think of them? How would you describe them? And they say the same thing over again, but in different words, like this. Greetings, salutations, welcome, good afternoon, hello. And then when they're talking about when they address the king, they're like, by order of Azaz, the unabridged king of Dictionopolis, monarch of letters, emperor of phrases, sentences, and well, you get the point, right? I mean, I'm getting out of breath right now. And then they say, we offer you the hospitality of our kingdom, country, nation, state, commonwealth, realm, empire, palatinate, principality. And then when Milo asks about the words mean the same thing, they say, of course, certainly, precisely, exactly, yes. Do you think that it would be hard to do that? And also, I wanted you to think about 3 things. Well, not 3 things, but 3 words and a synonym for all of them. Synonyms basically the same word, but means the same thing, but is a different word, right? But anyway, And I also wanted to ask you about the market. What do you think? How could you describe the market? And now we're going to the marketplace. And now, yeah. Could you describe the market? Did you think it was a little strange? And then this man had these letters, right? And the A was really yummy, right? But Z is very dry and sawdusty, which makes sense because we don't use Z a lot, right? It's really funny, don't you think? And then there's also the X. It's like not very yummy too, right? Because yeah, and what did you think of that? And that's why we don't use it a lot. Yeah, what did you think? And then C was very crisp and crunchy. I like that. But anyway, then there was this spelling bee. And a spelling bee, like the contest, and there's also this real spelling bee. What did you think about that? And could you spell anything in the world? And then there's this humbug, right? What did you think of this humbug? Do you like this humbug or not? And the humbug and the spelling bee don't like each other, right? And anyway, I also wanted to ask you about Milo, okay? And of course, Milo was in the trouble, right? He didn't cause it. But of course, this sounds like trouble, right? For him. Not for the other guys, but for him, it sounds like a little trouble. But anyway, I also wanted to ask you, do you like, I also wanted to ask you about, as always, what was your favorite character in these chapters? And I also wanted to ask you about what was your favorite part in these chapters? And also, what do you predict is gonna happen next to Milo? And sorry, excuse me. And lastly, I of course wanted to ask you about this book, okay? And there's and the characters are interesting. The wordplay is great. So what do you think of this place, right? Because we don't really know the name of this imaginary world. But how do you like this imaginary world? And I wanted to actually tell you a funny story about Norton Juster and the illustrator, okay? So Norton Juster, he actually lived with some other people, right? Okay, and he was writing this book, and he was the cook of the guys, okay? So he lived with a bunch of other guys, and so one time he told this man, okay, one of the guys that was living with him, his name was Jules Pfeiffer, and he said that if Mr. Pfeiffer didn't illustrate the book, then he wasn't gonna Norton wasn't gonna cook for him. And that was how the illustrations like this, or this actually, and like this, okay, I'm not gonna spoil that, but, and this, and of course this, everything, it was from this author. So I thought that was this illustrator. I thought that it was really funny and I also really like to know the backstory of these stories and how they were made, okay? But anyway, hope that you had a really good day, and well, I hope that you also had a really good session with me. And also, I hope that you had a good day, and also hope that you have a rest of your good day. And well, yeah, have a great day, and bye.